All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. We are back. We are ready for action, for power, everything. Just name it. Anything you can name it. But listen, it's me, your boy, Big Titus BT, and my favorite guy of all time. Well, I can't say one of my favorites, but okay, I can say one of my favorites, but not my favorite. But introducing to y'all right now is Princeton Royal.
Princeton Royal, we are back in the building. What's going down, Big Titus? What's going down, Big Titus country? It's good to be back on the Big Titus show as always. But I'm here to announce to y'all to come see the Royal one. That's right, me, not Elijah King. The real Royal one, me, Princeton Royal, at OSPW Resurrection 9 in Buffalo, New York, February 20th. Make sure you guys cop the tickets. It's going to go down if you guys want to see the real face of royalty. Just thought I'd put it out there.
That's fine with me, because you know what? I'm gonna make a way out there. I don't know how, and I don't know if I'm for sure, but I'm gonna make a way out there.
Hey, well, if you do, that'd be great.
But yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't have Elijah King with us tonight. Apparently, his phone is off or something, and all that good stuff. So, but I want to talk to you guys right now about the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble was something really interesting. It was actually pretty good. We had one guy debut named of the phenomenal AJ Styles. Had him debuted.
Gotta love him. You gotta love him.
And then we have the winner. The unfortunate winner of that Royal Rumble, which was King of all kings, Triple H. Now,
let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
I want to get your input on how that Royal Rumble went.
Well, let me tell you something, man. I saw the Royal Rumble, got the WWE Network. If you guys don't get it, it's only $9.99 a month. So, get it. So, anywho, definitely got the network. Saw the Royal Rumble. Honestly, wasn't really too impressed. I kind of knew that there was going to be some sort of screw job, and obviously I was not surprised. I felt Roman was robbed, but as I always say, the Roman Empire shall rise again, and it's going to rise at WrestleMania, where he did that. But first, he has to go to Fastlane and beat Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar in a triple threat match to go on to WrestleMania and face Triple H to reclaim the belt that he was rightfully screwed out of, and that is the WWE Heavyweight Championship. Let's get it. Let's go.
That's right. Spread that hashtag Roman Reigns Empire shall rise. But yeah. So it was an upset. But then, you had AJ Styles, who made it somewhat alright by debuting and whatnot. But, yeah. So, we're not going to talk about that, which is probably one of the worst Royal Rumbles I ever seen. But, yeah. Anyway. Now.
Well, everybody has their
Well,
opinion.
true. But
everyone has their opinion. If you really ask me, I thought the Royal Rumble was okay. I did feel it was a bit predictable in some cases, but overall, I thought it was all right.
Yeah. But now, what everybody has been waiting for, one of the most famous wrestling shows of all time, WWE Monday Night Raw. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't watch it from the beginning because I got home a little bit late. But I have seen the match between Big Show and Eric Rowan, Charlotte versus Brie Bella, and then the Miz TV. So those were, I mean, the match between Charlotte and Brie, I don't really care about, but the match between Big Show and Eric Rowan was all right. You know, Big Show always handles his business. Every time he gets in the ring, I mean, that's a big guy. That is a really big guy. But you know, he got hacked at the end of the match by getting a handicap by the Wyatt family by getting jumped by them after the match and getting slammed on those steel steps back first.
Yeah, the Wyatt family, who's been on a huge path of destruction, if you will, since the well, even before the Royal Rumble, really. You know, the actual Wyatt family, who's just been real dominant as of late, ever since since the arrival of Braun Strowman, really. I think deep down the Wyatt family is actually a force to be reckoned with, and to really be honest with you all, I think the Wyatt family is the most underrated faction in WWE alone. I feel like they don't really get enough recognition, but I just hope that, you know, there'll come a time where hopefully they'll be dominant in the WWE with title runs and all that good stuff. So I don't know. I like the Wild family. I really do. I really do. I mean, you can't beat the numbers game. You really can't.
Yeah, I mean, you got Braun Strowman, which is like the leader. Like, I mean, yeah, Bray Wyatt's the leader, but Braun Strowman is like the toughest one of all of them. You know, he's the man. To be honest.
Well, first of all, Titus, let me actually give it to you guys the way Princeton Royal will always give it to people. Braun Strowman is a good guy. I think he is a great talent. Sadly, he is actually the final line of defense for the Wyatt family. If you lose him, then the whole group is vulnerable. Sadly, Braun Strowman is more of the guy that you can't afford to lose. If you do lose him, then the whole group is pretty much exposed. And I think for Bray Wyatt to pick him up, to be part of the family, I think it helped make the family more dominant, and it helped them bring in the fear factor. Because originally when the Wyatt family first came out, they were a force to be reckoned with, just by themselves, with Bray, Luke, and Eric Rowan. Unfortunately, when they broke up and went their separate ways, they obviously lost, certain matches and all of the above. So when they reunited, of course they had to bring Braun Strowman in just so they can solidify their spot as being dominant. So really, in all seriousness, yes, he's a big guy, but to me personally, I feel that without him, the Wyatt family is panicking. So, like I said, Braun Strowman is their final line of defense, and without him, the family will once again be exposed and obviously not as dominant as they are now.
True. Well, I don't know. I mean, they're a pretty good team as they work together as teamwork, but as it just comes down to singles, they can't finish it off.
Well, you got to remember, the singles is definitely debatable too, because you also got to remember, if they're in single competition without the family around the ring, then obviously it's debatable. But if it's a singles match with all of them around the ring, then that's also debatable once again, because either they can win or they can lose. It all depends on how you maneuver. You see, the thing about having a faction like Evolution, the Wyatt family, DX, or the New Day, whatever you want to call it, at the end of the day, you got to learn how to decipher the numbers game. So as long as you can decipher the numbers game, anybody within a faction can be defeated. The goal is you cannot let the other people phase you out. So you got to try and eliminate them as much as you can. And once you eliminate them and you get your head focused back on the match at hand, you'll be able to obviously do it up. I have to say this, though. I think with Big Show, not only did he have the height and weight advantage, but I also feel that the numbers was also was less of an advantage. Because if you notice, Bray Wyatt wasn't out there. If Bray Wyatt was out there, that would be a different story. But since Bray Wyatt took out Luke Harper and Braun Strowman easily, then obviously he picked up the victory over Eric
Strowman. Real quick, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am hosting, well, not hosting, I am taking a vote on if I should do Lucha Underground or continue on with the WWE or both. So you guys can follow me on Twitter at big_Titus564 and get the vote on that and whatnot. And follow me on Twitter, or I mean not Twitter, Instagram. At big_Titus564. Sorry. But yeah, so that's all that good stuff for you guys. Hope you guys vote, because I am really debating on those two things. Back, I think last week. And it's actually pretty good. It's Lucha Underground is actually, I don't know, it's starting to become one of my favorite wrestling shows of all time.
But I will, pick up on it, start watching it a lot myself, so I can start getting familiar with it, so I can start getting familiar with some of the big names on there. So, I mean, yeah, if you really ask me, I think it would be good to have the Titus Show doing coverage of Lucha Underground. So you got my vote for Lucha Underground, if you ask me. No, really, if you ask me, you got my vote for doing both, really. So,
Soon as it get off your boat, keeping it soft like a meat. Go to my link, coke in the sink.